just like when I received this opportunity of this philosophy and way of life, my spiritual master came to Kauai. Kauai is the most northern island in the Hawaiian chain. Well, there's one more tiny one north of that, but the most of the ones that are known.
Yeah.
And it's small, and there were very few people on the island then, especially now. It's much more people, but, and so, it's unlikely that you're really going to meet some teacher of the absolute truth in that kind of place.
Sure.
And I'm living, in the forest, which in Hawaii is basically like a jungle, it's just, in an old Filipino cane camp house, sugarcane camp house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, did you build that yourself, or did someone?
No. Hawaii, in those years before I got there, and even after I was there, the main crop was sugarcane.
Oh.
And so a lot of the land area of Hawaii was planted in sugarcane. And there was a big sugar company there.
Okay.
And the workers in the cane fields were Filipinos.
Oh.
And so before my time there, they would have these Filipino cane camps.
Yeah.
And so they would have a lot of little single wall, like 1 by 12 thick wall, a small house for the worker. Say you've got a Filipino family, the husband and wife and some kids, and each one had their little house. And then there would be a bigger house where the boss lived. And so this house that we lived in was the remaining boss house, the bigger house of the cane camp that used to be there. All that was basically gone, but this was where the big guy lived.
Okay.
And so, but it was long abandoned, and so we just moved in there, and there was no electricity, no running water, no frills. But it was Hawaii. Hey, you don't need those things. We had a little stream running right by.
I was going to say, back in those days, I'm sure you could drink the water from the stream even.
Yeah, it was like, a little valley and this little stream. And everywhere the Filipino cane camps were, there was always a lot of fruit trees because they planted fruit trees. The Filipinos were very self-supportive, agricultural-minded people. So they would always plant avocado trees, mango trees, orange trees, lemon trees, banana trees, lilikoi, which is passion fruit.
Oh.
And so all those were just growing around. And so we had those in the yard. And our drinking water actually was catchment from the roof.
Oh.
It kept run off the roof into a barrel. We used it more for washing our hands and stuff than drinking because the roof was metal roof and it had some rust in it.
I was going to say that was probably, Mm-hmm.
But that was the general setup anyway.
Wow.
So that's where we live. So not only are we on a remote island, but we're in a remote place on this remote island. And lo and behold, Siddhaswarupananda came there with the idea just to see, I wonder if anybody on Kauai would be interested in this teaching and the chanting. And he just came there to see. And, gave a couple of gatherings, and, like I say, the numbers of people were very small. Everybody there, other than the local people, were either surfers or hippies. And so that's how it was. But the point is, he didn't go to some big metropolis city, with all the amenities and all the promise of, wealth and fame.
A lot of
money
followers and
yeah, he just came to this so small little community. And I was, just very, very ready to hear his message, And so the point is, it's like you just go wherever you go and offer that opportunity. And, maybe somebody will be ready to take it.
Wow.
So it says in scriptures, out of thousands of lifetimes, one may meet a bona fide spiritual master. Thousands of lifetimes. And out of the people who meet such a spiritual master, maybe there's one that will actually understand who this is and what they have to offer and, be very willing to
Take the
be
opportunity.
connected and accept that. So it's a very rare thing.